of the time, people think of vegetarians as those crazy animal people. They think that if they don't have an affinity for animals, the vegetarian argument is moot. However, what if I told you there is a whole other argument for the vegetarian diet having nothing at all to do with the treatment of animals? The reasons not to consume meat go far beyond what most people stop and consider. People should think about the negative impact a diet has on the environment and the health benefits of vegetarianism. The discussions over the mistreatment of our ecosystem have been rapidly increasing due to more and more studies providing facts that the carelessness of the human race greatly contributes to environmental decay. Several of these studies address the idea of changing our diets to vegetarianism or veganism to reduce our environmental impact in areas such as pollution and the wasting of natural resources. Therefore, I firmly believe that the vegetarian diet has a better ability to sustain our Earth. According to an article called Meat Production Wastes Natural Resources, more than 260 million acres of U.S. forests have been cleared to create cropland to grow grain to feed farmed animals. This means that the tree and shrubbery that provide us oxygen and plant life are now being unnecessarily destroyed. By destroying these natural life sustainers, we are slowly assuring that the human race will not survive successfully forever. We need the life they provide. We do not need the meat the life is being destroyed for. In addition, livestock grazing is the #1 reason that plant life in the United States become threatened and go extinct. It also leads to soil erosion and the eventual desertification that renders once fertile land barren. Therefore, we are destroying several food resources to expand just one. If we keep this up, eventually we won't have the ability to grow certain crops because all the land will be taken up or unusable. Meat production also puts a strain on our most valuable resource, water. Nearly half of the water in the United States goes towards farmed animals. According to the same article, you can save more water by not eating a pound of meat than you do not showering for 6 whole months. Water is key to our survival. We must do everything in our power to ensure there is plenty clean to go around. In terms of energy use, it takes more than 11 times more fossil fuel to produce 1 calorie of animal protein than 1 calorie of plant protein. This graph shows the different carbon footprints associated with certain diets. As shown, a meat lover produces 3.3 tons of CO2, while a vegetarian only produces 1.7. Going all out and going vegan means you would only produce 1.5 tons. Even just reducing the amount of meat our world consumes would aid us in the energy crisis and increase our chances of sustainability. Now, some people may ask, how will this actually affect me? The world is a big place. I'm not a farmer. Well, the vegetarian diet has substantial health benefits that will help you live longer and happier. According to a Harvard University study, vegetarians consume less saturated fat and cholesterol and more essential vitamins such as D and E, potassium, and dietary fiber. Consequently, vegetarians are likely to have lower blood pressure and body mass index, reducing their risk for several chronic diseases. The same study also revealed that vegetarians are 25% less likely to die of heart disease. I would say that fact alone is most definitely worth at least eating a few less hamburgers. Plant-based diets can also cut the risk for type 2 diabetes in half. Think about how many lives could be spared instead of lost to obesity. Even the risk for some types of cancer can potentially be decreased through plant-based eating. For example, eliminating red meat from a diet will cause lower risk for colon cancer. This is because a vegetarian usually has less carcinogenic substances in their systems. As you can now see, the vegetarian argument is more than meets the eye. Animal welfare serves as only one aspect. And if everyone in the world would slightly adjust their diet, we could reduce the amount of meat consumed and really get some positive change going on this planet. Our rainforest could be saved, our energy sources would be less depleted. Furthermore, we could live out our lives stronger and healthier. The amount of money we spend on healthcare would even be decreased. Little changes go a long way. So next time you plan a meal, consider all the aspects I've discussed. Will you see all the benefits a vegetarian diet can have for you? Thank you.